Hello, Namaskar, good morning. Here are two questions regarding the dimensional formula for class 11 physics. I read question first. If gravitational constant g, Planck constant h and velocity of light c are fundamental quantities, the dimension of radius of gyration will be option A, h to the power 1 by 2, c to the power minus 3 by 2, g to the power 3 by 2. Option B, h to the power 1 by 2, c to the power 3 by 2 and g to the power 1 by 2. Option C, h raised to the power 1 by 2, c raised to the power minus 3 by 2, g raised to the power 1 by 2. And option D, h to the power minus 1 by 2, c to the power minus 3 by 2 and g to the power 1 by 2. So which option out of 4 options is correct? So first of all, we should know what is the radius of gyration. That is, we know I is equal to mk square. I is moment of inertia, m is the mass, and k square. Here k is the radius of gyration. So k is equal to under root I upon m. It means the unit of radius of gyration is meter. And here the gravitational constant g, Planck constant h and velocity of light c, if it were the fundamental quantities. We know the fundamental quantities are mass, length, time, electric current, temperature, luminous intensity and mole of substances, 7 fundamental quantities. But if these three, G, H and C were fundamental quantities, so you have to answer the radius of gyration in terms of G, H and C. So what will you do? First of all, you will write here the radius of gyration, unit is meter, and G in terms of unit, G unit, Newton meter square per kg square. So convert it into fundamental units. Here it is converted meter cube upon s square into kg, and h, this is Planck constant, E is equal to hf. So h is equal to E upon f, that is joule second, so Newton meter second, and this will be kg meter square per second. Here it is written kg meter square per second, and c is meter per second. So and g, here it is written meter cube upon s square into kg. So check the option. So kg in g is in denominator and h, kg in h is in numerator. So option A, h to the power 1 by 2, that is kg to the power 1 by 2, and g to the power 3 by 2, that is kg to the power 3 by 2. So this option is ruled out. Now h to the power 1 by 2, option B, and g to the power 1 by 2, also c to the power 3 by 2. So kg in denominator and h in numerator. So here kg to the power 1 by 2 multiply g, that is upon kg to the power 1 by 2, so it will also be ruled out. Likewise option D, h to the power minus 1 by 2, after calculation you will see it will also be ruled out. So option C, if you put here kg to the power 1/2 m upon f to the power 1/2. Here it is written, see here, kg to the power 1/2 m upon f to the power 1/2 multiply c to the power -3/2, that is m to the power -3/2 and f to the power 3/2, multiply for g m to the power 3/2 upon s square, so f to the power 1, here f to the power 1 into kg to the power 1/2, and you will see here after calculation we get only m mass meter. So this option C is correct in this question number 1. Answer is C. Now for the second question, the surface tension of a liquid is 70 dyne per centimeter. The value of this in MKS system. So 70 dyne per centimeter. So unit is in CGS, centimeter gram second. And we have to answer in MKS, that is meter kilogram second. So option A is 70 Newton per meter. Option B is here 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per meter. Option C 7 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per meter, and option D 7 into 10 to the power 2 Newton per meter. So we know that 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power 5 dyne, and also 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power 2 centimeter. So 1 dyne will be 10 to the power minus 5 Newton and 1 centimeter will be 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So for this, here calculation is given 70 dyne per centimeter, means 70 into 10 to the power minus 5 upon 10 to the power minus 2. So it will be 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per meter. So 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per meter, that is option B is correct. So this is the solution of these two multiple choice questions. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.